What's going on, everyone? Welcome back into the studio. Joshua Grove here. We got another fun tutorial to learn. This is a pretty classic trick in the new age realm of Dama, and it is the lunar flip cushion back to lunar, as well as the inward lunar flip cushion back to inward lunar. We're going to be covering both of those in this tutorial, so let's jump into it and let's have fun with this tutorial. First things first, you're going to want to know how to do lunar and inward lunar and be comfortable with flipping lunar flips and inward lunar flips as well. So first, we're going to be starting this trick in inward lunar. I'm going to talk about the regular lunar version as well, but let's start in inward lunar. I think this version's a little easier, to be honest. So the inward lunar cushion back to inward lunar looks just like this. We're going to flip, cush, and then catch it back into inward lunar, just like that. For the regular lunar, obviously we're going to start here. We're going to flip, cushion, and then catch back into regular lunar. So first and foremost, we're going to start off in inward lunar, just like so. And the first step is just practicing the flip and then making contact with the tama and the handle. So I'm going to flip and make contact right here. So the goal is just to practice this step right here. Flip and then contact. I'm not tapping, so I want to just put my tama there so that it creates that backboard effect, stopping the motion of the Ken so that I can then catch it back into inward lunar. So first thing to practice is just practicing that contact point, just like that. And if it's flipping back the opposite way, tone it down. Use your knees when you make that contact, and that's gonna soften that cushion just a little bit. Using your knees to drop down right as you make that contact point can help that contact of the cushion so that you can fall back into the lunar. Now, another thing to be aware of is where you're making contact with the tama on the handle. You want to make sure that you're directly in line, straight front and back, up and down with the base cup here. If you're slightly off to the side, that's going to send the Ken in a different direction. So in order for it to be a clean cushion tap without spinning or rotating, you want to make sure that you're contacting the tama to the Ken right in line. Now once you've practiced those couple steps, it really comes down to making a clean contact point with the cush and then using your knees and just tracking the Ken back into the landing. So flip, cush, and then tracking the Ken back into the landing, and there you have the trick. So let's talk about the regular lunar variation. It's the same process, except we're actually going to be flipping the Ken inward. So we're starting in lunar, and we're going to be flipping forwards like this, and it's going to go all the way over, and we're going to make that contact point here just again, and then dropping down to lunar. The same tips apply, just practicing flip and then cush, making sure that it's a nice and gentle contact point, just like that backboard idea, using your knees to cushion that landing, and making sure that we're straight in line with the cup, not off to the side, because if I'm off to the side, then the Ken's gonna barrel or turn sideways, and that's a different trick entirely. One other thing to make sure is when you're making the cushion tap happen. Notice when I flip and I make that contact point, the Ken is mostly flat to the ground, not up and down like this or up and down like this. You want to make sure that you're making that cushion point at just the right time so that it levels out and you can catch it in inward lunar. So you don't want to tap it too soon and you don't want to tap it too late, just in that right point. And I find that just about flat in the air is that perfect point in time to make that contact. Again, the biggest challenge with this trick is getting that finesse on the cush, right? You don't want too much energy. You don't want to make a motion when you're going for that cushion tap. Otherwise, it's going to flip forward, and that's just a flip back. That's a different trick. You want to make sure that it's just enough finesse so that it just drops the motion. The motion totally stops, and then it falls back down so that you can catch it back into inward lunar or back into regular lunar. You can go above and beyond with this trick. We're doing single flips. You can also do double flips or triple flips to cushions. You can also do cushions over to lighthouse. So there's a lot of variations that you can explore when you learn the fundamentals of the cush. So give this trick a try. I hope this tutorial helped you out. Make sure you drop a like, hit that subscribe button. Let us know in the comments what you want to learn next. We look forward to seeing you next time in the studio. Peace.
What up, everybody? Thanks for checking out that video. If you like what you just watched, make sure you go hit that subscribe button and make sure you go punch that shop button and get yourself a new Dama. We have tons of other videos for you to watch, so make sure you go check them out. See you next time.